It's good, YouTube family. It's your boy Shot, and we are back again. Got another video for y'all. Yo, Spider-Man across the multiverse. Man, listen, fam, this movie is crazy. I'm gonna go ahead and tell y'all right now, this movie was crazy. I'm gonna try to keep it spoiler free because I know that I'm gonna post this early and it's so much stuff I want to talk about. But yo, this movie was just ridiculous, man. Spider-Man is one of my favorite characters, but I can still scrutinize the movies. I hated those ones with Andrew Garfield, but this is different. Not live action, it's animated. If y'all seen the other one, the prequel, the last movie, Into the Multiverse. So this is the sequel. It's called Across the Multiverse. Picks up right where the last one left off. And man, I tell you, it's damn good. Yo, this movie had everything. Like from the very beginning, the art is just like the original, except better. There's like more popping colors consistently, especially toward the beginning. You know, like all the fights and like the different characters kind of represent different colors. Like the way they did the art, and it also doesn't look, I don't know if it's the same frame rate as it was before, but maybe they just did something a little bit better this time because it doesn't look as choppy most of the time. Like in the last one, I found it a little bit jarring sometimes. This time, it looks better. They gave so many characters time to shine. Things moved pretty fast in the movie, but it still felt like they had enough time for everything to make sense. There was a lot of interaction between Miles Morales, Gwen, his parents. There's some romance in the movie. Like the villain in the movie was like, it's almost like two villains in the movie. But like, if y'all seen the trailer, you kind of know that like one of the guys is like a Spider-Man who's kind of against Miles Morales because the multiverse will be in danger if he saves people. It's something like that without getting too detailed about it.
All stations, stop Spider-Man!
You? Me?
The general plot is essentially that. So there's also something else going on. The other villain, the Spot, pretty sure that's what they said he's called. I'm not gonna get too detailed about that, but it starts out looking like it's just gonna be kind of somewhat of a joke villain. As a matter of fact, that's even part of the story. It's like, oh, this villain's not too serious, you know, whatever. We're gonna beat him easily, right? But then it turns out not to be that. So you kind of gotta see the movie to understand what I mean. But he's a little tougher, I guess, than everybody thought. Then you also have the other Spider-Man who's trying to save the multiverse, which is kind of a big deal, but that also means some sacrifice along the way. And Miles Morales ain't having that, so he's still got a heart of gold. He's a young, naive ideologue, and he refuses to accept reality for what it is. Or maybe it's the other Spider-Man who's wrong. You gotta see the movie to find out. This movie had like everybody. They had freaking, well again, without spoiling, I'm not gonna say all the characters who they had, but they of course had Peter Parker, and they had a bunch of other related characters, some returning characters. They have like a lot of, I mean, it's a multiversal movie, so of course they're gonna have like a lot of freaking people. The only thing that they didn't have too much of is other villains from other universes, which even that they had some of, but they didn't go too crazy with it. It wasn't like a repeat of like Spider-Man No Way Home, for example. So there's some people who you can expect probably not to see, but it's fine. Trust me, there was just so many damn people in this movie already, so much talented voice work, and all of them did great too, by the way. All the voice acting was good. The way they did the soundtrack for all the different scenes, be it like the different dialogue scenes, the different emotional scenes, just the dialogue in general for the character, like the little banter, it was good. Nothing crazy and woke. There was like diversity in the movie. There's like a lot of diversity in the movie, but it wasn't like in this like annoying woke way. This was actually great. Like it was good stuff. Everybody had time to shine. My favorite character was probably, it was like one of the Spider-Man's name was Hobie. Man, dude was fresh to death, man. Dude was cool cat. It was like a kind of like a rocker, like a punk rock type of rock star type of Spider-Man, something like that. Dude was badass, bro. Like, it was crazy. Everything about this movie, like the fights were good. Miles Morales, he got like a lot of power, so they was going ham. It was a lot of Spider-Man. It was Spider-Man's fighting Spider-Mans. It was Spider-Man fighting other villains. It was just a lot of stuff happening. Like, he was saving people. There was other Spider-Man saving people. Big villain fights. Emotional story points. Some of the story points, like, it almost made you like want to cry. Even toward like the beginning of the movie. Like, it was really emotionally driven. Like, really throughout the movie, like, I felt like I was there. I was in the movie. I was in the freaking projector because it was really just tugging at your heartstrings a lot. I was like, man, this movie's like deep. Like, that's kind of one of the reasons I low-key always kind of like Spider-Man's, because there's like a connection there. I don't know what it is with the way that they wrote it, but they did good, and it's kind of like Miles' story alongside the other, I guess, Spider-Girl. Like, what the heck is her name? Because she's not Spider-Girl. It's like Ghost Spider, I think is what she's called. To me, she's like Spider-Girl, but I mean, she's called Ghost because she's, I guess, got the white suit. But it's kind of like a lot of her story too. But they didn't like sacrifice Miles to make it like her story. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's kind of what I mean. Like, when I say not woke, because woke would have been okay. It's a movie about her. You know what I'm saying? Instead of about him, it was kind of like about both of them, with Miles inevitably getting the most shine, even though Gwen got a lot of shine herself. But there was a lot of scenes between them, a lot of scenes like, they could just be talking, swing webs together, like all the web slinging, all of the little criminals that they took on, all the big villains that they were fighting, and the way that the story plays out is freaking absurd and intricate as crap, and it's good. It's not confusing at all, I don't think, at least not to me. I don't think anybody else was confused either. There's a lot of little kids at the theater, and they loved it. A lot of adults, they loved it. I just checked IMDb right before I got here. Seems like pretty much everybody loves this movie, including me. Man, without getting into spoilers, I can't really say a whole lot. Y'all just gonna have to check it out, because I really want to talk about the ending. Ending's kind of crazy. You just gotta see the movie, man. There's no like post-credit scenes or nothing like that. Highly recommend it. 10 out of 10. I don't remember the last time I gave it 10 out of 10. I think it was like Dune. Y'all remember Dune? I don't know who produces that. I don't know if it's Disney. But look, this movie was fire, man. I would go see this movie a million times. I'm buying this movie. I thought the first one was good, but compared to this, fam, this movie, like the way it ended was crazy. It was crazy. Definitely some sequel bait. I can't wait for the next one. I cannot wait. They better not keep us waiting, because I gotta see what's next. I gotta see how they gonna top this one. And the way that they did this is highly indicated that the next one's gonna be even better. Man, listen. Go see this movie. If you like Spider-Man, what are you doing? What are you doing with your life if you like Spider-Man and you haven't seen this? Why are you listening to me? Just thumbs it up and go buy your tickets now, man. Subscribe if you're new. Got some gaming content coming. Street Fighter 6 and Zelda. Zelda is long. It's gonna take me a minute. I'm trying to get through the game. I'm at a good point where my progress is probably about to be a little more consistent in Zelda, for those of y'all who are gaming. So, probably gonna beat the game. Probably gonna take like another week, if I had to guess. Probably like another week. Then I gotta do my review. So, probably like mid-June, get a review for it, something like that. Street Fighter, I'm trying to do a review for that too. Gotta look over all the content first when it releases, and then we'll go from there. So, look y'all, please go see this movie. Show us some support so we can get this sequel like faster, like please, because I don't know if they like, I just know like there's probably gonna be, the way that this movie ended, there's probably gonna be another sequel faster than the last one, because the last one didn't like set up a sequel. This one kind of did. So I think there's gonna be another one. They're probably working on it already, if they haven't like finished voice work for it already. So anyway, y'all, look, we out. I freaking love Spider-Man, man. This like legit competes with No Way Home. It competes with like everything. This is like one of the best Spider movies ever. Like, it might be the best one that I've seen in my life. And I don't overhype stuff. Y'all watch this channel? I don't know, some people might think I do, but the people who love comics and stuff like that, the purists, they think I like give everything high scores. The people who are more casual, they think I'm like overly critical. I'm just being me, okay? This is just me. This is my raw opinion, okay? I keep it real over here. 10 out of 10. Appreciate y'all watching. Catch y'all next time. Peace.